Hello and welcome to the Clever Fox YouTube channel. My name is Ilysse and today we are going to be setting up my planner for the month of April. I have my Clever Fox weekly planner here. This is the binder version and I have such a busy month ahead in April, and spending a little bit of time organizing my planner just helps get everything out of my brain and onto paper. Make sure that you watch this whole video so you don't miss any of the planning tips and tricks that we are sharing today. And also make sure you're subscribed to our channel and you have that notification bell turned on so that you get notified each time we share a new video. Let's dive in. All right, I have my planner open and we are going to actually first pop these pages out. One of the benefits of a planner in a binder is that you can take the pages out and it makes it a lot easier to write in if you're someone who struggles with trying to write over the rings. So we've got our pages down, and the first thing, of course, is that we need to get this dated. So April, can you believe that April is here? We're approaching April 2025. And then I love these little circles here, make it so easy to get the dates in. Let's see, how many days are in April? 30. It's still one of those things that every month I may make a mistake, I may not. April is going to be a very busy month, as you are going to see. The next couple of months, as you're going to see in my planners, are quite packed. I think that from the second week in March through Memorial Day, we have something occupying every weekend. And some of it is like all weekend, every weekend. Some of it is just one day per weekend, but life has gotten busy. Okay, 27, 28, 29, and 30. All right, let's get the things down and then we're gonna kind of shift to the notes, the goals, and work-life balance. So I have my Clever Fox planner stickers here. These come in a nice clean pack, and I like them because some of the stickers fit really well in a size planner like this, like these payday stickers, and I kind of just have everything that I need. So I'm gonna pop these in for my paydays. And then usually I will put my bills in this planner, but because this is a smaller planner and I also use a budget planner, I think that I'm going to pause on putting the bills in here this time because I feel like it's going to just take up too much space. So I want to put an appointment sticker right here. I actually need 2 appointment stickers, one over here as well. And this appointment is 5 p.m. and this is hair. This appointment is 3:30 p.m. This is neurologist. Okay, now let's look for, I'm gonna try to go in order here, and maybe a cake sticker is what I want. I was going to use a cake sticker for a wedding, but because I also have other birthdays that I wanna put in, I feel like I don't wanna put a cake sticker for the wedding also. So I think maybe we'll do this one. So I think this sticker is just gonna be a tiny bit wide for this space. So what I'm going to do is cut it slightly. Just cut that part off. Now the trick is if this fell on the page, if I can lift it, I can. Being precise, Friday is the wedding, not Saturday. And then we're just gonna take a little bow, and we have a wedding that night. Okay, then I think I may do the same thing for the 6th by cutting it. I just want to look for a sticker that will be fun to go along with that because I like playing around with stickers in my planner. Those are budget. These had more of the icons. We did the bow. Let's see, those are like more motivational. Those are day off. Maybe we don't need an icon. I don't know that there's an icon that's going to work with what I need to put down. Let me just check one more time in this one because I feel like there could be something. I know I'm like burying the lead. I'm not telling you what it is, but maybe I could just do a little celebration sticker. That would be cute. So we're gonna cut this again. And this day, I'm going on an adventure. So my boyfriend's birthday is the 14th, and on the 6th, I'm taking him on a birthday adventure that he doesn't know about yet. So I don't think he watches our videos. but just in case. I don't want to give up too much of it, but there will be an adventure. Okay, now jumping to the following week. Instead of trying to like fit a ton of boxes, I'm going to use some of these little flag headers. And I need to put a flag for the 11th and the 12th. So I am Jewish, my family celebrates Passover, and Passover technically starts on April 12th. However, because this next week is also spring break for a lot of schools, a lot of my family is going to be away on spring break. So my family is going to be doing Passover on Friday because it's more important that we're together than the fact that we could do it on the 12th, but then miss half the people there. So on the 12th, instead, we're going to do dinner with James's family for his birthday. So it actually works out really nicely. Let's do dinner with James' family. Okay, now I need something to draw a line with because I've got a couple of lines of things that need to be written down. So I'm gonna grab a highlighter, and the color doesn't really matter. It's just kind of a way to add something. So from 15th to 19th, 15, 19th, and then we need a birthday sticker. Let's go back to our stickers for a cake because the 14th is James's birthday. We are both the 14th. He's April 14th and I'm July 14th. Now, speaking of people going on spring break, this week, one of my cousins will be on spring break and I will be dog sitting her dog at my home, which is great because I wouldn't be able to do it if she needed me to go to her house because I just have too many things here I need to take care of. I'm dog sitting Sydney. Okay, and then this night, the 18th, I just want to put like a tiny bullet point or something down. Maybe I don't even need the bullet point. Oh, I mean, we can use one. I'm just gonna pop one down here because on the 19th or 18th, James will be away that night. I just like to not track him. Oh, I like to track him. That sounds creepy. Just like to keep track of our schedules and where we are going to be. Okay, then the 20th is Easter. So, like I said, these weekends are going to be very, very busy for a while. So, like I said, I am Jewish. James is not, so we'll be celebrating Easter with his family. And we'll get that down. Because I don't want to leave this blank, I'm just going to write adventure. He doesn't actually even know about it yet. He thinks we're babysitting his niece that day, his nieces. So this way I needed him to block off the day. Okay, now we need another line. So I'm going to take my highlighter again and first get these lined up. And we're gonna fill here. And I know that we're not dating this for May yet, but this is actually gonna go through to that Saturday. So it just feels like it makes sense. Okay, so the 27th, we have my niece's communion. Now, I know I just mentioned to you that I'm Jewish. My brother and his wife are different religions, and my niece is having her communion on this day. And then we are leaving right from the communion for the airport to go to Disney World with his family. We were actually supposed to be leaving on Saturday. His whole family is leaving on Saturday. But because of the communion, we need to go the next day. So the trip to Disney World. Let me just write with, just to kind of fill the space up. James' family. So when I told you that April was going to be busy, it is busy, which is why I'm also being mindful of like what I'm putting in here because I don't want it to be too overwhelming. Because if I were to put in here my trash days and my recycling days and every bill that was due and all of that, I think every single date would get filled up. Being mindful of how you use your planner really helps not overwhelm. And so you're allowed to have some months where you put every bill that's due, some months that you don't. If you use a budget planner, it's your planner. There's no rule about how the planner needs to be used. The only rule is that it needs to work for you. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Okay, now because we're kind of going with this purple theme, we can talk about some monthly goals. The first thing that I'm going to write here in big letters is slow down. I am hitting that overwhelmed point of the year and it feels way too early to do this, but I need that reminder to slow down. The other thing, I actually remembered one more thing that I want to put down is I've mentioned in previous videos that there was discussion about me leaving my part-time job this year. I am not leaving my part-time job, but I am shifting, my full-time job, not part-time. I'm not leaving my full-time job, but I am shifting into a part-time role, and that the 25th will be last day full-time. That's what we're gonna write. So that when I come back from Disney, I will be shifting into a slower role. So now, like I said, the first monthly goal has to really be slowing down. Then we're going to put some other things while still being mindful of the fact that this is going to be a really busy month. So some of these are to-dos and some of them are goals. One is going to be spring cleaning. Another is a shoe closet organization. It was something that we meant to do in March and it never happened. If you are new to my videos here, my boyfriend moved in with me in February. And so we're in this crazy adjustment period, learning how to live together. I'm learning how to share my space in my home and make it our home. And it has just been a whirlwind, but while also trying to maintain regular life. And so it's been a little crazy, but in the best possible way. So spring cleaning, shoe closet organization, outdoor furniture, bringing that outside. Right now it's in the garage. I'm going to put goal weight because I've been working on healthier lifestyle. I also wanted to take another sticker because taxes, finish taxes. I'm actually in good shape with my taxes, I think. I sent my tax information to my accountants in the second week of March, hoping that that would be enough time for any changes or anything else that need to be done. So that feels really good. I want to reorganize my office. I have a trip this summer to Dallas, so I want to book my flight to Dallas. And then another thing that I decided this month meaning March, is about cards. So, when you need a card for something like a birthday or Mother's Day or something like that, and you go to the pharmacies type store, maybe you go to Target, or I usually go to CVS or Walgreens because that's what's closest to me. And I end up spending $10 on a card. And it's usually a card that is nice, but they may throw away, they may keep, I don't really know. Well, recently I needed a card for a bar mitzvah in my family. And I wasn't entirely sure that the stores near me would have one. And so I went on Etsy and found a handmade one for $6. And I was like, why am I not buying on Etsy? And well, probably the reason is because I usually buy the card on my way to the event. But I said, if I can get a month ahead, if in April, I can buy the cards I'll need for May, which will be a birthday card for my friend, a birthday card for James's mom, a Mother's Day card, then I can support a small business and also spend a little bit less money. It's just something that I have to get ahead of every month, and I think it's doable. So that's a new goal that I have, to try to get ahead on those. And then I've taken a little bit of a break from reading because I just feel like I haven't made the time for it. So I'm going to write reading routine. Okay, now health and fitness. I like how that looked with the slow down. So I'm gonna write 3 workouts a week. You'll be able to see it more once I add the black if you're feeling like you can't really read it. Family and friends. I'm going to write plans for May. I don't think it's gonna be possible in April to see my friends or family besides what's already planned out. There's just too much going on. But doesn't mean that I can't make plans for May. And even texting or calling and saying April is such a crazy month, I really want to see you. Can we put something on the calendar for May? I think that would be really great. Fun and recreation and hobbies is just going to be read. Actually, I'd like that to be personal development. We'll jump back here. My goal this year is to read a book a week. So we have 4 weeks and we're going to do this. You could use different colors for this too. And now romance and relationships. I'm going to write choose a date night. So with our weekends being so busy, we've been trying to do date nights during the week, and it's not every single week, but recently we went to trivia on a Thursday night, just fun little things, because I think that sometimes when we get really busy, the only time we're doing things besides just stuff around the house, the boring stuff, is when we're with other people, and I think that dedicating time to ourselves is really important. Okay, fun, recreation, and hobbies. Can I think of a fun recreation hobby? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna relax. relax and enjoy. There's a lot to enjoy this month, and I get a little stressed when life is busy, and I just want to embrace it. Like, I love a hair appointment. I have a hair appointment. I have a wedding. We're going on a really cool adventure. We are seeing my family. We're seeing his family. We're celebrating his birthday. I'm gonna have a dog for a week. We're celebrating Easter. I'm celebrating shifting into a part-time role at my job. Then we're celebrating my niece, and then we're going to Disney. Like, what a cool month this is. And it's actually kind of the month that I need it to be really amazing, because there's also some personal challenges this month. On the 18th is going to be a 20-year anniversary of losing my father. I was 17 when he died, and it's tough. It's really something that is challenging. A 20-year anniversary is huge, especially when I'm only 37. And so having all of these really great things is going to make this month a bit easier for me. So spiritual, I want to work on meditation throughout the month, which is what, spiritual means to me. Okay. I know that the notes side is empty. I like to keep the notes side empty. Once I have my plans set, this can be used for all the brainstorming that comes up throughout the month. But I think that sometimes when people struggle with using a planner, part of the reason they struggle is because they're over planning. Get in the planner what you need to get in the planner, and then make sure that you're leaving yourself room for other things that come up, because ultimately, even though this month is packed, there will be other things that come up. So I feel better. Every time I sit down to map things out, I feel better. And if you haven't yet set up your planner for April, now is the time to do so. You can pick up this weekly planner binder over at cleverfoxplanner.com. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to our channel and you have that notification bell turned on. Thank you so much for spending time with us today, and we'll see you next time.